onto the highway in a car that's 55 years old. I'm sorry I'm not wearing the head cam. It's too much to wear it. Driving this car is a very involved experience. It's also a little noisy in here because there is no sound deadening. The body panels, well, that's it. There is no inner panel, outer panel. It's just metal. Truck. My temperature gauge is my new best friend and pure source of entertainment on this trip so far. Knoxville, 114 miles. Knoxville is the halfway point, I think, between Nashville and Blacksburg, Virginia. She was running hot this morning, and I know I'm really not that far from Nashville. It will hold a steady 60, which is what we're doing right now. She's full of oil, full of antifreeze. Transmission, not quite so sure, but it is moving. It's an automatic. It's very, very entertaining and very nerve-wracking. Anyway, getting her started after she ran for a while. She doesn't like to get moving. She likes to run very lean, I think, after I fill up with gas getting off the highway. Okay, right here, pulling a slight hill, my foot's all the way on the floor. 63, 64, 65, and we're at the top of the hill. What I'm thinking already is that she needs an aluminum radiator, a nice big one. And also an electric fan or fans. Where are we? Old Baxter Road, exit 276, Tennessee. Oh, there's also nowhere to put a drink or anything. There is no cigarette lighter, so I can't plug my GPS. So I have my directions written down. The windshield is covered in Rain-X, as it looks like rain, and that's a good thing. I'll let you know. Well, this is the end for now. I'll turn this thing on later. Hello, Interstate 81. Still in Tennessee, but it's so good to see a road that goes directly to Pennsylvania. Hello, Interstate 81. I think I got 200 or I don't know what. Somewhere between 100 and 200 miles to Blacksburg, Virginia. Where I will let people know what hotel I'm staying at. I'll tweet it or something. Just because the automatic transmission leak, the ATF leak, is not going away. I've gone through about a quarter to 1/3 of an extra bottle of automatic transmission fluid so far in this trip. Type F transmission fluid. So I'll put out a call. Anybody with wrenches want to come help me at least tighten down the pan or try to get an idea where this thing's leaking from. And maybe if there's there's my temperature gauge again. I gotta slow down. Try to find it at the very least more Type F transmission fluid on a short notice. I can just load up on maybe 2 more bottles of that stuff, and every time I pull over for gas, just add a little bit more in. And then that'll be the first project for Operation Vagabond Falcon, is make the transmission stop leaking. So it's interesting that the transmission leaks, but this thing doesn't leak any oil. I mean, I look at the oil pan, it's bone dry. So I got that going for me, which is nice. Hello. I am about 50 miles from Blacksburg, Virginia. I got automatic transmission fluid dripping from the bottom, thankfully white smoke coming out of the tailpipe at regular intervals. Good news is my temperature is bang on. No bangs or shudders yet. I have enough ATF Type F fluid to keep topping it off. I do a exciting idea. And well, the car has gone about 300 miles so far, or almost 300 miles. Of course, now the problems are beginning to show. The good news is it hasn't stopped moving. So I have enough fluid, and I just put out a distress call for anybody who with mechanical skills who wants to meet me at the hotel is welcome to do that. Let's get some more eyeballs on the Vagabond Falcon and see what we're going to do. Worst comes to worst, I just bite the bullet and find a guy with hire a flatbed to take us the rest of the way into Pennsylvania. At least I made it halfway. Still no signs yet for Blacksburg. I think that's exit, what is that? 118B. Oh crap, that's exit 5. Exit 5? I have 108, I have over 100 miles to go. Oh no. Wow, I thought I only had 50 miles to go. I have 100. Wow. Wow. I made it to Blacksburg, Virginia. I'm not too far from Virginia Tech. I'm at the Hilton Garden. The car burns about 1 quart of automatic transmission fluid every fill up. So the game plan for tomorrow is to find someone to take me or to like an advanced auto and just load up on like 8 quarts and just keep pouring it in to the transmission every single fill up, and slowly but surely make it all the way back to mid-state PA tomorrow. Thank you guys for showing up.
No problem.
And helping me. Oh, I'm sorry, my hand's covered in automatic transmission fluid.
Don't worry about it.
But that's a Vagabond Falcon. It's gonna get better. It's gonna get a lot better. So this is just the beginning. Thanks, and I'll talk to you later. It's 400 miles to Pennsylvania. I have a transmission that's leaking ATF. I got an engine that's burning a little oil. And I have a temperature gauge that doesn't work, and I have a fuel gauge that doesn't work. Let's do this! Oh wait, the fuel gauge is working! Alright, the fuel gauge is working, kinda. Temperature gauge, well, it's registering cold, maybe it'll work. Into drive. And away we creep. Let it creep, let it creep, let it creep. Okay? All it wants to do is creep right now. Give it low. Alright, the fuel gauge is working. Temperature gauge is on cold. So maybe the engine is cold. I did run it earlier this morning. Oh, dying. How about a little choke? Oh, choke works. Choke works. Okay. Fuel gauge came off the peg. That's excellent. Very good. It's not completely accurate, but it is functioning somewhat. Get these windows down. Oh. Gotta get on the highway. Talk to you soon. Oh, took a wrong turn. Ended up on Virginia Tech's campus. Hey, guess what? Temperature gauge is working. Fuel gauge is working. Kind of. I have a general reading on fuel. Where am I going? 460. I'm in low drive. There we go. Shift in a second. There you go. 460 east. 460 east towards Roanoke. Let's do this. Oh! I am in traffic now on Interstate 81. The temperature gauge is moving up because the engine is not turning, which means the fan isn't. The engine's not turning fast, which means the fan is not turning fast. And I don't know how long this traffic jam is, and I don't have GPS, so I don't know how to get around it. If if that temperature gauge doesn't like stabilize or something like that, I'm just gonna have to pull over. That's all there is.
The Neal is real. What you've been watching is highlights from my drive home with the Vagabond Falcon starting July 14th and going to the 15th and 16th. Yeah, the car didn't make it all the way. It might have made it. I could have kept dumping fluid into it. But oh, praise to be Neal that he came and picked me up. And yep, General Motors hauling Ford since 1908. This last bit of the video is a time lapse of the Falcon being towed home to Pennsylvania. Thank you everybody who have donated to Patreon and to those who have been watching the videos, because you're allowing regular car reviews to exist and finally do the type of things that all the other big car review shows do. I mean, if it weren't for you, regular cars would probably just be, little videos now and then, but you're allowing us to keep this experiment going. We're still in our first crucial year of honest effort, and the Falcon is going to be our new project and display car, and as I said before, the subject of a long documentary to see if old American cars that were regular cars back in the day can still be used the same thing. So I apologize that these videos, the wrenching videos in this, are a little bit out of order, but that's how I had this extra footage and I'm finally getting around to it now. And we're going to continue doing regular car reviews every single Monday. You're still going to get the episodes in addition to the story of this Falcon. Now, of course, the Pacific Fister is coming up October 1st to October 9th, and that is LA to Portland and back. So we'll keep you updated about that. So thanks again. The Neal is real, and thank you for liking regular car reviews.